What's up, guys? Got another one for you. So, I think in my last video and stuff like that, I was talking about sexual seduction and how to master sexual seduction and how you can incorporate this into your dating life. Um, so, let's get into it. All right. Sexual seduction when you're on a date. All right. So, we want to start from the beginning. So, let's say, set it up. Either you met her in real life, which if you meet her in real life, that's a whole completely different from the dating apps and everything. And let me be clear about when I talk about dating apps and stuff like that. They're all anything that has to deal with social media and stuff like that is a fucking dating app. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of this fucking bullshit, okay? Outside of the actual dating apps and stuff like that, it's all dating apps. And why do I say that? Because you have access to people that you are interested in, okay? It's the same thing. So if I text a woman good morning on a dating app, stuff like that, it's no different than when I text her on fucking Facebook. You say the same fucking thing, okay? Because I have access to her and she has access to me, okay? So it's all a fucking dating app. Outside of you, when we're talking about dealing with women, something like that, outside of you actually going up and approaching a woman or a woman approaching you, okay? In, life, real life, outside of social media and stuff like that, where you're actually engaging with each other. Okay, so we're going to go from that standpoint to where well, we're not going to, whether you met it, it really don't even matter, right? As far as you met her in real life or you met her on a dating app and stuff like that, we're going with the fact of sexual attraction and how it is that you escalate on a date. So, really on a let me go back to that, because really on a dating app, it's sort of set up, and like I said, they all dating apps, but you're sort of setting up anytime you display interest in the woman, that's sort of setting it up for you looking to meet up with her, stuff like that. Now, whether it actually happens or not, there's a whole completely different thing. You could engage and like, hey, you look good, blah blah. I like your picture and everything like that, and then she may not engage with you and stuff like that. So that's that's flatline, right? But let's say that you do these things and stuff like that, and then you actually engage, and then the converse or the interaction or conversation, if you exchange numbers, moves on past that, right? So now, you're dealing with you actually meeting up. So, sexual relations. So here's what you want to do. This is gonna be some real shit, okay? So you meet up, and let me just say this: meeting up and be in each other's, how should I say, be in each other's presence, okay? She's there, you're there, is what you want. That's what you want, okay? You want to get the woman on the date where you're in each other's presence. You see her, is where you're going to have your, because prior to that, you're just a guy. You're just another fucking guy on the fucking internet. You know what I mean? That's bullshit. Good morning. The only thing that make it to where you stand out from the rest of stuff like that is because of the fact that um, maybe your interaction through the course of text or your physical, by the way that you look. And by that I mean the pictures that you've taken that you posted onto your account and stuff like that can spark that interest. So we're just going for an aesthetic, right? Which is primarily what it is when you're dealing with social media and stuff like that, because you haven't really met them in a person. So they're just going off what it is that they see. And maybe you got a little bullshit in your bio or whatever, like that, but pretty much it's aesthetic. So we're going from this side. So you get the interaction and everything like that, but ultimately you want to get in each other's presence. So I say set the date up as quickly as you can, right? What I'll normally do is I'll say, I'll go to the little bullshit, hey, good morning, when you initially interact and stuff like that. But, and then immediately after that, I'll be like, hey, what is your schedule like? Or would you like to meet up sometime? Then looking for a name. Yeah, sure. Okay, well, what is your schedule like? You got to find out the schedule. And proximity. Proximity is key. Also, how far is it from where it is you live or whatever it is that you're trying to do, whether it be a hotel or everything, how far away is it from those places? If that's what you're trying to do. So proximity is important. All right. Whether it be her place or because you never know. But primarily we're gonna go off of your resources and what you have available and stuff to you, your place, whether you want to go to a hotel or anything like that. Right? So that's what it's gonna be. So getting in each other's presence. So now you set the date up. Now you're in each other's presence. So what do you do when you go on a date? You're gonna keep that shit fucking light. Okay, we ain't getting into no deep ass fucking conversations about, unless it goes down that road. Now you can get into the topic conversations like that. Let's say if you meet a woman and she's on like the same pages, it was like as far as your interests and stuff like that. And by interest I mean like on a not just chit chat and stuff like, but like on a deeper level, like say like I don't know, let's say climate change or some shit like that, and she wanted it, you want it, and then y'all go into it again. That's also great too, okay, because that's making the connection and stuff right there. That you have a similar interest. This is a good thing. This also is going to help you and lead you to where it is you want to go. As long as you don't get too crazy when it comes to that, as far as you being specific and demanding if it differs from what it is that she feels, and you like, well, this is how I feel about it and stuff like that. No, we ain't doing all that. All right, hold your judgments and your feelings and stuff if she disagrees with you till later, if at all. Okay, but you certainly don't want to do this on the first 2-3 days that you meet somebody, because you want to express it. Biden don't, I don't know, he against student loan, or whatever the fuck it is. Stay away from that bullshit. Even if you disagree with it, stay away from that bullshit, because we talking about being comfortable with that. What I'm talking to right now, I'm talking about maximizing what happened. We're talking about the sexual seduction, maximizing what you want to accomplish on the day. You stay away from that shit. You keep it light. Basically, what you're wanting to do is you are almost wanting to treat this woman like you have known her your entire life. You know what I mean? You can shoot shit, you can bullshit and everything like that. But you are completely comfortable in your conversation with her, because that's what that does. that makes it completely comfortable in her conversation with you. You are putting her at ease. This is what you want. Comfortability, right? If I'm saying it right. Comfort. All right. This is the number one key when it comes to the sexual seduction. So getting her comfortable. Your conversation is very light, and everything like that. Then hopefully that will lead to, if not another date, maybe her coming to your place. Okay? Because you've done all of the things that you need to do to make her comfortable to where she feels like, I like this guy, he's a good guy, anything like that. Or I'm attracted to this guy. He's cool enough where, like, yeah, okay, we can go to his crib and anything like that. Okay, this is what you want. So, when you get to the crib, have her take, well, shoes got to come off immediately, right? Hey. But you put it under the guise of, okay, hey, I got a nice place. Hey, could you take your shoes? You ain't rude or nothing like that. You're like, can you take your shoes off and stuff like that? And then you also do the same thing. You take your shit off because you respect your shit. You take your shit off because you gonna take your shit off. This adds to the being comfortable because her shoes are on. So now her feet is walking around again. You see what I'm saying? This is adding to her being comfortable. She's got her shoes on. This is something that she might do when she's at home by herself. This is you getting her comfortable and everything like that. Almost where she feels like this is like her place. And let me say this too. I mean, I ain't saying that you'll have a decent place. Like, clean your shit up. Like, even if your shit is like fucked up, I ain't saying you gotta have, you gotta be like a Rockefeller or something like that. But even if you got some bullshit, because I was in the hood and I kind of had like some bullshit and everything like that, but my shit was clean. That fucking mattered. So have your shit clean. Almost set it up prior to you going out on a date and stuff like that, as far as it being clean, smell good in there. This all adds to the comfort. You see? Get your shit clean. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking about maximizing you getting a woman to your place and then actually closing the deal. Okay? So this is what you do. Okay? Get your shit together prior to you going on a date. Right? You want your shit clean anyway. So let's just say that. Get your shit clean and everything like that. Set it up prior to the date. Then you go on a date. Then you get it back to your place and everything. And this is going to add to the comfort. Like your shit smelling good and everything like that. Just sounding like even if it, like I said, even if it's like fucked up. It could be fucked up. But if your shit is clean, that shit going to fucking matter. Alright? Don't bring her back to a fucking pigsty if you can avoid it. So, you get back to the crib. Now, you are engaging physically. Okay? Not like you putting but touch and everything like that. Now, I'm going to do that prior to us getting there. With the touch and everything like that. Almost aware. And when I'm telling you this, it's almost going to seem like this has to be second nature to you. Like you really can't fake this type of interaction when it comes to dealing with women, because this is breeding from your confidence. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even think about it. You just going about your regular day. Here's another woman, like I met 100 women before her, and I'm going to touch and everything like that. But the touch is important also. But like I said, you have to be able to do it without even thinking about doing it, if that makes any sense. Okay? Because you're going to come off awkward if you're thinking about it prior to doing, like, okay, well, I'm going to touch her arm and hopefully that opens me up to where, see, that ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. It almost has to be second nature. And even when you do stuff like that, you have to be gentle in your approach. You cannot be mad aggressive in your approach when it comes to like touching and stuff like that on the first meeting. All right? On the first meeting and stuff like that. And she'll let you know. Not verbally. I ain't saying she gonna like, okay, well, it's cool, you can touch me now and this and that. No, I'm not saying that. You have to be able to read the body signals and stuff like that too. You, if you touch a woman or something like that and she kind of pull back and stuff like that, then you do not engage. You do not continue to engage after that, thinking that, well, if I continue on or something like that, and eventually, no. You do not do that. You pull back completely. And if she wants to come, or throughout the course of the night and stuff like that, she'll let you know something like it. But if it's, listen, we real men over here. We ain't doing none of that bullshit. So, a woman will let you know. Don't try to re-engage or something like that and she done shut you down on you touching her or something like that, because if she open to the prospects of her like hooking up with you or something like that, she will let you know that will not be a problem. That will not be a problem. I've been on dates with some women or something like that, and they told me, like, I really don't normally back and touch like, but when you touched me, it was cool. Like, I was open to it. Real talk, like, yeah. And if you initiate past that and stuff like that, and she may check you on some shit like that, don't try to re-engage. You are gonna fuck it up. Chill. Reassess, and then come back into it. All right? You haven't sexed up your sexual frame. You haven't established yourself sexually and stuff like that. When you get on the date with a woman, and I'm talking about from the first meeting and stuff like that, them fucking panties supposed to be wet. Like, they... But that's like a dance game. We'll get into that later. But that's why you establish the sexual frame. So, you get to the place, you ain't tripping about nothing. You're engaging physically to a certain point. If she don't like it, then you pull off or something like that. But if she's liking it and everything like that, but it has to be natural. Okay? Like sometimes I may laugh, or we were talking about something, not laughing, and then I may touch her leg. Natural. That's what I'm saying. All right? Not like you're a robot and you're like, okay, can I touch her leg? That's not going to work. So, natural. And how does this become natural to you? By dating or being engaged with women and stuff like that. I was not this way when I first started out and stuff like that. I was awkward after like being married and stuff like that, and getting back into the dating field. I had an awkwardness about me when it came to dealing with women and stuff too, and like being on dates and stuff like that. It was awkward because I didn't know. I've been out of the game so long. I don't know what it is. So I'm saying it takes a little bit of time, and you being on dates and being exposed to hanging out with women is what's going to make it more comfortable for you, because your confidence, I keep telling you about confidence, your confidence is key. Your confidence increases to where when you go on a date and stuff like that, you just like, this is another girl out of bed. I did this 1,000 times. It don't even mean shit to you. You can only get that from experience. So, that's what you do. So you get her comfortable and everything like that. And if you get this woman comfortable, more than likely, and if you're doing the right things, you chilling out, you ain't mad aggressive, you just, you know what I'm saying? You start making out and stuff like that, and then you progress from there. All right? But comfort. Like I said, when I talked to her, I talked to her like I've known her my entire life. And she is completely comfortable. I am telling you, that is fucking key. Fuck what everybody is saying and everything like that. You get her comfortable, and I'm telling you, your chances of success will skyrocket. All right? Consider the fact that you got all the other shit together. Your looks, you're going to the gym. All right? Like, you can't be no slob just coming in and be like, well, I did all the shit that you told me. No, motherfucker. Get your shit together and then engage. And you will have success. I promise you. Anyway. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out of here.